Therefore, stay awake. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm wondering, and I may ask for your help today, since today is a day of recollection every Friday. What do you think is the most dangerous job in the entire world? What is the most dangerous? What do you think? Huh?
Being a priest.
Being a priest? Why do you say so? Well, it's true.
Some
Being a
parts of
priest,
the world.
you know that. Being a priest is very dangerous. You can not just lose your life, but you lose your soul. Because I'm standing here, and I'm standing in the place of Jesus Christ at this liturgy of the Word. And in the Mass, Holy Mass, we have fourfold in the presence of God, right? Jesus Christ, in the Word of God, in the Holy Eucharist, in the congregation, and also in the priest. So whatever I say, I do not speak for myself or my own opinion. I speak for the church, and the word church means not just the congregation here, but the universal church. The church in purgatory, the church in heaven. I'm representing God. So the word church means more than just us here. Okay? It is awesome, and it is also awful to be here. Especially, it is dangerous for me because the priests are supposed to be a moral compass for people. And I've been wondering again and again, this question keep, attacking me, this reality. Like, I'm asking myself, why are the fire station open 24 hours, 24/7? The hospital do it as well, and the police station as well, and even McDonald's 24/7. And the church, we do not open it 24/7. What's wrong with the priest? Not you, me. What's wrong with us? It's supposed to be, refuge whenever we have problem. Come. We no longer have that because we converted into a kind of a business-minded, kind of a business-like church. Okay? So I am asking myself this question, is it dangerous? It is true. Why is it dangerous? It boils down to this one word. This word is very dangerous. And if you live by it, you die by it. This word is a sword. You die by the sword. Like Jesus told Peter. This word is truth. I have yet to find anything that is more painful than telling the truth to yourself, and speaking the truth to your family, your loved ones, and even to the church. I tell you that this is a true story. Why being a priest is dangerous if you commit to the priestly life and also the religious life. I have a friend in Australia, Brisbane, Queensland. The state is Queensland. The city is Richmond. For years and years, I don't know what happened to it, and the church seemed to, have a reputation around the world. Not here. I don't think Richmond has heard about it. That somehow the statue of Mary was, in crying with dripping tears. And then there's a group of Catholics. They believe it and they promote it. Okay, and there's a group doubters, skeptics, and they say this is a hoax. And so they ask the archbishop to, investigate. And then the archbishop investigated and found out that it was really a hoax. And this group of Catholics say this is the truth, and the bishop does not listen to the message of Mary because Mary is crying. The statue is not true. So the bishop said that. So there was some kind of allegation and words in and out and flies all over, and so the church split in two for years. And the bishop sent one of the priests from the order called the Divine Word. They take care of that parish. But and a friend of mine, and he got into trouble with the Catholics because he speaks the truth. He had to bear the truth from the archbishop, and these people did not like the message because the bishop does not listen to Mary, so he's not Catholic. So split it in two. So they brought me in for years. And this priest told me, do you know, Father, I am so afraid to be a priest now because it really actually happened. Because when he brought the truth, the message from the bishop, what happened is at night people just attack him. There's a fence, a big piece of land. They drove the car and they destroyed the fence. They went into the rectory and they slit his throat, literally. He was about to die, and he managed to call, the ambulance that came, and he still had his throat slit. He had a kind of psychological problem from then on. So they brought me in, and so I was there. It's really dangerous to speak the truth. Now, Jesus comes and he speaks the truth, and he's willing to die for the truth. And the truth is Jesus Christ himself. The truth is this. You look around at all the leaders in the world, in any nation, countries, or any kind of society, in democratic society, or in feudalistic society, or communistic society, anywhere. I guarantee you cannot find any leader who are willing to die for the people. Imagine the president dying for one of the citizens, or the president of the Communist Party in China die for one of the poor person in China, or anywhere. But our King, our Lord Jesus Christ, he died for each and every one of the citizens of this kingdom, and even his enemy. Only our Lord, our God, who is truly the King, is dying. He died. He continued to say that I'm willing to die for you again and again. He speaks the truth, and he's willing to die for the truth that he comes to witness. I come to witness to the truth. And the truth is about the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven, his parable is always about the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven is about today. There's another angle to this kingdom of heaven. It is always about staying awake. Staying awake and waiting. Awake, waiting, and be aware and alert. Because the bridegroom is coming. Be prepared. Be prepared. And he speaks this truth is a warning for us, and we don't like to hear hard truth, but it's a warning. Be prepared. And he divides this awareness into two groups, the wise and the foolish virgins. And the point is very simple and clear. There are two warnings. And this is the truth, this is the reality. The first warning is this. There are certain things in life you cannot obtain at the last minute. You cannot obtain, you cannot prepare at the last minute. Like the oil, you're not going to obtain. Oh, today, suppose students going to school, today is the final examination, and you prepare today. You cannot prepare. You cannot scramble, and you cannot do that. So prepare ahead of time. Something you can wait for the last minute. And when the bridegrooms come, there's no more time. Time is limited. Okay? There's an end to this time. So while we have time, while we're still in the present moment, we have to prepare. First thing, the foolish virgin, they did not prepare. And the second thing, of course, you cannot borrow. Certain things you cannot borrow. For instance, I cannot borrow your health. Your health is yours. The husband cannot give his health to his wife. The wife gives her health to her husband. You have to take care of your health. And I cannot eat the food for you. You have to eat the food for you. I cannot do exercise for you. You have to do your own exercise. Something you cannot, like this oil. Yeah? You cannot borrow from another person. Salvation is there for everyone, for the taking. But do we take it? It's not Jesus' fault. It's not the church's fault. It's not anybody, your father, your mother, or the priest. It is our own fault. The moment I come to the realization that I have to grow up very, very quick, and the moment when I enter into that prison, still it's a moment in my life that changed everything. You know that you have to be an adult, mature person right away, otherwise you're a child, you're gonna die. The moment is this. When I realize I'm 100% responsible for whatever I say, or I do, or I think, or I feel, I'm 100% for whatever I think, I feel, I say, and I do. 100%. Nobody is responsible for me and my soul except me. Because I open my mouth and I speak the wrong word, they'll kill me. And the manner, if I speak and I want something, I want food, okay, I'm hungry, but I speak in such a way and it insults or somehow, and I feel the superior in the prison, they don't feel good. I'm gonna go hungry. I'm responsible for what I think, I say, I feel, I do. That moment, we have to grow. And I have seen children that are young, very young, but they are very matured. But I have seen old men, and I live in a society of men, this culture, religious culture. I have seen that not mature in the emotion. So we cannot borrow another person's virtue, but the word virtue comes from the word vir in Latin, and many of you study Latin. It means manliness, able to take it as is. And Jesus warned us two things. So we have to be responsible for our own salvation. People can help, can intercede, can encourage and comfort and all things, but I have to eat it. Now, we move to this wedding feast of the Lamb. Jesus is here. Are we prepared for Him? Are we prepared for Him? When we go to church, imagine if you go to a wedding, celebration, a mass of one of your daughter or your son, and how would you dress? You're gonna dress in short and sport. Imagine that. And this is the wedding feast of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. How would we dress up? I'm asking, see, I'm speaking the truth, and this is gonna be offending to some. Huh? We have to look decent, becoming. Yeah? You come here, you see Jesus here. Are we prepared? Physically, mentally, emotionally, are we prepared? Not just the outside. It's very important, the outside as well. We do not dismiss it. Also the inside. Are we prepared in here? Are we clean and clear? Is my conscience bothering me in any way? This is a day of recollection. This is why we say we have to face the truth. There's nothing more painful than facing the truth, our own truth. I messed up. I need to change my life. Period. No excuse. No more explaining. No more justification. No more rationalization. I change. And Jesus is warning, stay awake, therefore stay awake, for you know neither the day nor the hour. Amen. Amen.